As we continue with our interviews, we're joined now by Cam Latu. Cam, good morning. If you would, provide us an opening statement about your thoughts about being in the college football playoff, and then we will open the floor for questions.
I'm very excited to be in the playoffs. You know, we worked so hard this off season and this season to get where we're at, and we overcame adversity and really found who we are to be where we're at, and so we're excited to play in this game.
Our first question comes from Ryan Hennessy.
Hey, Cam, thanks for taking the time. I just want to ask you about Jameson Williams and what kind of receiver he is to open up other receivers like you at the tight end position and when Mechie was on the field and Slade. What does he do to kind of open up, take the top off the defense for you guys to succeed as well?
Jamo, he brings a lot of speed to the offense, so he can really bring two defenders off somebody so he can open up another receiver, or he could just run right past the defense and just score touchdowns like he's been doing all season. But he allows other receivers to get open by taking double coverage because of his speed, so that's what he be doing.
Our next question comes from Johnny Cogden.
Hey, Cam, good morning to you. Obviously, coming into this tight ends room, Jahleel Billingsley had such a good season last year, wins the national championship, and then from week one against Miami, you make a couple plays, and you've really taken over some of the playing time at that position. Can you just speak to your relationship with Billingsley and how you guys kind of work off each other and help each other improve your games?
You know, Jahleel, he's like my right-hand man. Ever since he came in, we clicked in the tight end room and just trying to grow together. We both have different attributes we bring to the offense, and both of us, I think, are a great duo to this team.
Our next question comes from Taylor Kaufman.
Good morning, Cam. You mentioned adversity in your opening statement. Just talk about the wild ride that this 2021 season's been.
It's been a special journey, especially knowing that a lot of people doubted us throughout the season, and we had to just find our identity as a whole and know that if we didn't come back from the loss, that we wasn't going to be able to be where we're at right now. So we had to just lock in and find the weaknesses and just build on that.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Carrie Osep.
Good morning, Cam. So your background deals with adversity, just with the fact that you switched from D end to tight end. That's kind of been the storyline for this Alabama team this year, is handling adversity. So if I want to ask a question to somebody about adversity, I think you're the one. How has that worked in your favor this season? And just even talking about being doubted, why do you think that going through that adversity has made a benefit possibly for this year?
I think the adversity helped me because it just built my mentality more to really strive for what you want and to never stop until you get it. So, and don't really listen to the doubters and just focus on with yourself one day at a time. And that's all I was doing from when I got here, started tight end to now. It's just not really worry about nobody else but yourself and just put your team first.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from Billy Witz.
Morning, Cam. I'm just wondering, yesterday UCLA, I think they became the seventh school that had to opt out of a bowl game because of COVID issues. When you've seen these things happen over the course of the last few days, how does that register with you as a football player who's got a very important game coming up?
Well, we know what's at stake, and we know that what's out there in the world, the virus and stuff, so we know how to handle it, and we made rules within our team to stay away from the virus, so we got that under control.
Our next question comes from Nick Kelly.
Hey, Cam, kind of random question. Both Slade and Bryce have referred to Coach O'Brien as Coach OB. Do you know who started that nickname or how that kind of came to be?
I mean, his initials is OB, so, we just don't say O'Brien. We just like to say OB faster. I don't know. Maybe I say both. I don't know. That's it for that question.
Our next question comes from Tony Suklis.
Hey, Cam, you talked about making that decision to stay within the hotel. What do you guys do in the past time when you're not on the football field, and are you doing anything in particular as a team to just kind of pass the hours?
Recovery, watching film, and just bonding as a team. That's how we're doing. Just getting ready for the game.
Anything fun? Anything fun though? Like anything like in particular, like
Getting ready to win. That's fun.
Next question comes from Jeff Spiegel.
Cam, you mentioned that after the A&M game, a lot of people were counting you guys out. It's hard to think of Alabama as, kind of an underdog thing, underdog role. Will Anderson mentioned that, I think, on Monday. Do you guys take kind of that me against the world approach when it comes to games like this and since that A&M loss?
We really just try to put into perspective that nobody matters besides us and what we do when we play the game. And, we dictate how we play the game, and we try to just not worry about what they do because they got to react off us. So we try to just put our foot forward first and just try to, dominate the game.
Thanks.
Next question comes from Taylor Kaufman.
Hey, so you can take a second on this if you need to, but I was just wondering, looking back on the season as a whole, just for you personally, what have been your highs and lows, like your favorite moments? It could be on or off the field, really. I don't know.
That's a tough question. There's a lot of highs and lows throughout the season, but
It could be like something fun that happened, in the locker room. It could be a Saban thing. It could be,
I think it's just from us growing as a team over the course of the season, because you could tell how much more together we are throughout the season as you go game clip to game clip, and how much we've improved as together and not individuals. You know what I mean? So that's what I like the most.
Our final question comes from Johnny Cogden.
Hey, Cam. Obviously, you have a much more featured role in the offense this year as a pass catcher, but you had the opportunity now to catch balls from Bryce Young this year and work with Mack Jones in practice last year. Can you talk to me about some of their similarities, and just necessarily how they might be on the same page when it comes to just their love of football, because they both come across like complete football junkies? Thank you.
First of all, both players are extremely smart. You got to be at that position, and they both play just football great, and that's all. I can't just compare the two different players to me, but they're both great players.
Cam, thank you very much. Best of luck on Friday.
Thank you.